To build a vision of success with your customer is to provide them with something of great value, especially if this vision enables them to focus more clearly on images of future potential value they haven't previously envisioned. The concept of vision can be defined in two forms. As a verb, vision means picturing something mentally. As a noun, its meaning becomes perceiving or imagining something that may not be real. Both contexts matter in your quest to move with your customer into the next level of engagement, because most people can't converse credibly about something that they haven't at least contemplated or envisioned. By helping your customer vision what their future success might look like, and then helping them see how to make that real, you distinguish yourself from the crowd of vendors and suppliers that only show up when it's time to sell something. And this vision of making that future success real will include you and your organization, if you ultimately have value to add. Customers consider themselves successful when a positive outcome they have envisioned as possible is achieved and becomes a reality. Your aspiration is to help them create that vision, but you can't expect to simply walk into a customer's office and start visioning. It just doesn't happen that way. If, on the other hand, through your research you've come to understand what your customer cares most about, and through your exploration with them you've identified areas of potential interest, then you've probably accrued enough credibility to facilitate a discussion about their future success at meeting and exceeding objectives, as well as how you might add value to their efforts. Based on the work that you've completed through your execution of Strategies 1 and 2, you can identify specific areas of focus and suggest a collaborative discussion around these areas with confidence because you know their priorities. All you're asking your customer to do is talk with you about the things that you've already validated they care about. Most customers relate best to visioning exercises when the success they visualize is focused on one of the following areas. Accelerating growth. All companies expect some level of expansion within their businesses, but if you can enable growth to happen more quickly than it would have otherwise, then you can potentially provide value to your customer. Think of it this way. If your offerings will not somehow enable growth for your customer, or at least mitigate decline, then why would they buy from you? And do you really want to sell your customer something they don't need or want? Reducing costs. When top-line growth is challenging for your customer, or insufficient to generate the anticipated profit margins, you and your organization may have solutions, products, resources, expertise, best practices, or services that can help. Since the recession that began in 2008, customers have become significantly more willing to accept a trusted supplier's ideas as to how they might improve their businesses operationally. When you help your customer operate more efficiently, you potentially add value to their business. Driving innovation. Innovation can be a powerful differentiator for an organization, but wanting to innovate and actually doing so can be two very different things. Consequently, some organizations look for ways to go to market with new ideas and offerings that are the result of co-innovation with key suppliers and partners. Helping your customer drive innovation within their business is certainly an example of potential value co-creation and can make for a most interesting visioning exercise. Gaining competitive advantage. If the result of your visioning exercise with your customer is the potential for them to gain competitive advantage, then it's a virtual certainty that someone in their organization will be interested in further discussing it with you. The good news is that you will have envisioned potential future value that the customer will want to pursue with you. But be prepared for the inevitable question: if you do this with us, can you guarantee that you won't do it with our competitors? It's not an easy question to answer, but in the end,